Hello students, my name is Banerjee and we are here to talk about Microsoft Excel. Now most of us know that Microsoft Excel is a data analytics software and we generally store data in Microsoft Excel. We also do know that we can create various reports on basis of the data which we store in Microsoft Excel. This is a part of the series tutorials, and the first being the introduction. So I will talk about only the basic things which are there in Microsoft Excel. We will talk about the GUI as whole, and we'll also talk about how the Excel is divided into various sections. So if we take a look at this particular GUI, this is a 2010 Excel. Yours might be different because you might be using 2013 or 2016. Doesn't make much of a difference, but moreover, the normal functionalities stay the same. So, like I said, we are not going to get into too deep of Excel tutorial. So, we were only going to discuss whatever is there in your subject of study. Now, I had been going through some books, and I've seen that for CBSE, ICSE, and NIOS students, you have like formatting options. You have different kinds of formulas which you can calculate. So we will discuss everything, all of those things that can be covered in this tutorial and for the series of tutorials which I'm going to post. So don't worry, this is not only the first and last tutorial. We'll be posting tutorials one by one. Alright, so let's discuss about the general graphical user interface of Excel software. Since it comes as a part of the Microsoft Office suite, we have four major softwares, which is Excel, Word, PowerPoint, and Outlook, and two minors, probably Visio and Infopub. Now, sorry, for this tutorial, we are going to talk about the GUI, as I said, and let's take a look at the segments. Now, Excel, as you can see, is divided into various segments, and each segment you can work on differently. The first segment, which you see here on the top left corner of your screen, is the quick access toolbar. Now by default, Excel gives you four options, one being the save option, the undo, the redo, and the print preview. You can click on the customize access toolbar and select a bunch of predefined options here, or you can click on more commands, which opens an Excel options box, and from there you can select any shortcuts which you need to be added, and the shortcut appears here. Now, why do we need this quick access toolbar? You might be asking yourselves. We need this quick access toolbar in order to make our work a little fast as compared to going ahead and clicking on insert tab and then inserting a chart, or going ahead and clicking on formulas tab and dragging some formula. So if you have certain options which you can customize, let's say cut, copy, paste, or format painter here, maybe that will help you to quickly analyze your data and format your data in a way that it makes your work faster. Okay, the next we are going to discuss about the ribbons. Ribbon is the most important thing in Excel because the ribbon houses various tabs which is grouped in terms of functionality. For example, in the home tab you will get to see a lot of formatting options, various kind of formatting options. You can change the fonts, you can change the alignments, you can change the numbers to text, and from general to numbers. You have conditional formatting. If you have got a table, you can format it as a table. So you can also adjust the width and height of the row and column. Okay, so all these things in home tab you can do. In insert tab, when you are going to work with huge amount of data, there might be a requirement of inserting certain charts, some shapes, some maybe smart art graphics. So insert tab helps you to do that. With that said, there might come a time when you have to print out certain reports. So page layout is the one is the tab where you can modify your pages in a way that you can create beautiful reports and get it printed through your printer. The formulas tab is perhaps the most important one because it houses all the formulas which you would require in Excel. Not necessarily you will require all the formulas, but there are certain formulas which are given for you, because if you're doing very complex calculations, you might require complex formulas. So everything is here. You can just dig through it. For example, if you have financials, then you have ACCE RINT, for example, and returns an accrued interest for a security that pays periodic interest. These are all not required for the moment, but if you're doing complex calculations, yes, these are required. Okay, so next we head over to data tab. Data tab is kind of connecting your other databases to Excel sheet, and you can also sort and filter your data which is here. Sorting and filtering we will learn later on, and we'll also learn about data validation. We'll also learn about how to remove duplicates. Then we'll also learn how to do text to columns and everything. Then comes your review. Review is say, let's say you're writing a paragraph here and you want to do a spell check, or you want to check certain words from the dictionary. You can do that as well. If you're having a complex data here and you want to place a comment, you can do that. Protecting a sheet, you can do that as well. You can protect one sheet, or you can protect the entire workbook. This option comes in handy when you're dealing with a lot of budgeting work or financial analysis which you don't want other people to know, and the other complicated things or confidential things which should not be provided to everyone. So these options come in handy. Now in view tab, when you have a huge list of data, you can actually utilize this view tab, because you can go ahead and click full screen to maximize the width of the page and view, or you can zoom down or scale yourself down to view. We will learn about freeze panes. Freeze panes is a thing which keeps a portion of the sheet visible while the rest of the sheet keeps scrolling. So that is a very effective way of letting people know that what kind of report it is, and it gives you a little bit of user friendliness at viewing the report in a better way. So we will work on that as well. Now we're not going to discuss about load test, because this is developer level job, and you can have a team which is if let's say if you're working with 4 or 5 people together and you want everyone to work on the same worksheet, you can create a team and then you can work on it. The next section is the name box. So the name box is where it shows you which cell you are at right now, and the other one is the formula bar to enter any formulas which you require for your data operation. Okay, now it comes a time where you have to actually place the data over here. So rows and columns and cells are the place where you place the data. So every data and every work happens here. The final two things which you should not miss out, is the sheet name. Over here we have two different sheets, okay, and this is a general formatting tutorial, as I said before, that this we will cover in the next lesson. Sheet name is very important because it gives you an idea of what this sheet talks about. Although the data can talk a lot about your analysis, but sheet naming the sheet is kind of professional when you do it. But you need to learn how to name a sheet for your exam perspective in CBSE and ICSE and NIOS curriculum as well, because I've seen it in the books that naming a sheet is also there. So we will discuss about these as well. The final pane which you see is the pane where you can change the layouts and also change the zoom level of the sheet. For example, if I come down here, over here 100%, and I reduce it, you see it becomes very small, and then I increase it to 100%, it restores itself to the original position. Then you have different views. You have the page layout view, then you have the page break view, and the normal view. Okay, so this is the basic introduction for your Excel GUI. Next, oh, and one more thing I almost forgot. If we head over to the File tab and go to Options, there is one more tab which is not activated by default, which we need to activate before we start working, and that is, we head over to Customize Ribbon, and it is the Developer tab. Click on OK, and you will have a Developer tab appeared in the ribbon. This is used basically for macros and VB programming. We will discuss about these later on. For now, this was the basic introduction. Next, we will see how we can work with these general formatting tutorials, general formatted data, where we will get to see how we can manage this set of data into a better view. And we're also, and the next tutorial we're going to discuss about certain formulas, and the other tutorial we're going to talk about, about the insertion of charts and pivot tables, whatever it comes. Okay, but before that, before the next tutorial, we will also talk about the basic things. Alright, so please subscribe our channel, and let us work out Excel together. Maybe it'll be fun to work together. And if you have any questions or queries, you can let me know. You can also connect with me directly, and I am here to solve your queries. Okay, so this was the just basic introduction. We will before we head over to general formatting tutorials, we will be also learning about some basic operations which we can do before we can head over to general formatting tutorials. That we will cover in that tutorial itself, so don't worry about it. Okay, let's wait for the next video tutorial. Thank you.